Well, finally, it's explicit. Famed AI researcher launches controversial startup to replace all human workers everywhere. We're going to find out about this right now. So I'm going to butcher this guy's name. My apologies. Tamay Basiroglu. Today, we're announcing Mechanize, a startup focused on developing virtual work environments, benchmarks, and training data that will enable the full automation of the economy. We will achieve this by creating simulated environments and evaluations that capture the full scope of what people do at their jobs. This includes using a computer, completing long horizon tasks that lack clear criteria for success, coordinating with others, and reprioritizing in the face of obstacles and interruptions. That sounds like my day. And by the way, in a video last week, I talked about the fact that automation is coming in pieces, and so it'll take a little more time for whole jobs to be automated. Looks like I was right. Currently, AI models have serious shortcomings that render most of this enormous value out of reach. To overcome these limitations, Mechanize will produce the data and evals necessary for comprehensively automating work. Our digital environments will act as practical simulations of real-world work scenarios, enabling AI agents to learn useful abilities through reinforcement learning. Now we get to why they're doing this. The market potential here is absurdly large. Workers in the US alone are paid around $18 trillion per year in aggregate. For the entire world, the number is over 3 times greater, around $60 trillion a year. So clearly these guys want to be trillionaires. The explosive economic growth likely to result from completely automating labor could generate vast abundance, much higher standards of living, and new goods and services that we can't even imagine today. Our vision is to realize this potential as soon as possible. And by the way, this is their announcement. They say we're hiring a full stack engineer. So then we start to see some of the reactions within the AI community about this announcement. This is from Import AI, whereas what I read before was directly off the Mechanize website. Mechanize's skeptical reception from some people is a symptom of a broader problem. Ideological purity tests are often bad. What the negative reaction to the launch of Mechanize tells us about the AI safety community. So Jack at Import AI goes on to say, what was strange was the adversarial reception this launch got from some people. Typically, company formation announcements in Silicon Valley are treated kindly, but Mechanize got a distinctly different response, likely because many of the people associated with it came from Epoch, an independent research organization that measures and observes the state of AI progress rather than developing direct capabilities itself. So the people starting this Mechanize startup have been evaluating all the AI models coming out for performance and ranking them. Their rankings are what is commonly cited in the news media. Sad to see this, wrote Anthony Aguirre, a founder of AI advocacy group, the Future of Life Institute. This seems to me like one of the most harmful possible aims to pursue, wrote Adam Scholl, someone who works on AI alignment. How could you? This is the opposite of keeping the world safe from powerful AI. You are a traitor, wrote Holly Elmore, who leads the Pause AI movement. So you can see there was strong reaction to the announcement by the folks at Mechanize. So why this matters? The AI safety community is dissolving into infighting. I'm going to have some very interesting comments in just a minute about all this. The people that believe this hold complex, typically very technically informed views, so I am not questioning the legitimacy of their arguments. said Jack at Import AI. I am, however, highlighting that this kind of discourse in public looks a lot like running ideological purity tests on people and then deciding if they're the in-group or the out-group and then treating them differently. He goes on to say it's very rare that ideological purity tests lead to productive outcomes. Rather, it more often leads to the hardening of more extreme positions and incentivizes further factionalization. So this is a very serious story with some very serious potential outcomes. 3 huge points. Number 1, this is the first explicit statement of full automation of all work by an AI startup, but they all expect it to happen. Why? Because as I've said several times now, the very top people in AI all say full automation of work will happen about 2040, only 15 years from now. And even if it's 2045, 20 years from now, this is the logical and expected outcome of the pursuit of AGI, robotics, sensors, etc. It's all to get to full automation. Don't kid yourself. This is exactly what I understood all the way back in 2018 when I went to the first AI conference I went to, and then started the AI Guide in 2020 to prepare you for this. That's number 1. Number 2, what they say in their announcement, the explosive economic growth likely to result from completely automating labor could generate vast abundance, much higher standards of living, and new goods and services that we can't even imagine today. Even if we take everything that they said right there at face value, we can understand that that is not the way society works today. In the case of full automation, with no one having a job, are all the economic benefits of that concentrated in the very few people who bring it to pass? Or is it widely shared with everyone? The only real-world outcome examples historically are the former, with no examples of the latter. That is not a political statement, it's a historical fact. And finally, the third critically important point, why this matters, the AI safety community is dissolving into infighting. So what does that say? It says that the only check and balance on the headlong rush to AGI is dissolving and disintegrating, which means that the rush to AGI perfected humanoid robots with AGI incorporated into them and full automation of the major sectors of society like production, transportation, healthcare, etc. There is now rapidly becoming nothing to stop it. Nothing. This is why I have had so many warnings in every single one of my videos for you to seize the moment now to prepare yourself for this future that is coming. And the way to prepare yourself is to work as long as you possibly can and save as much as you possibly can. Because with no more jobs and no more paychecks, how do you make money? You are the master of your own destiny right now. Seize the moment. I have in prior videos laid out explicitly step by step how to change your career into a career path that is relatively technology resistant, understanding that ultimately nothing is, but we're talking about working as long as you possibly can. So check out prior videos on that. Also, I will be starting to provide resources very shortly to help you with this process. But here it is, for the first time, super explicit, what everyone is working toward and what all the people who are working towards it expect. full automation of the economy. And this is global, not US. This is everywhere. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please comment on this. This is serious. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, support us on Patreon. We need your financial support to give you these resources that will significantly help you find careers and get careers that are relatively technology resistant, meaning you can keep working for the next 10, 15, 20 years before it's over. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Take care.